Okay, so I thought I'd change the view a little bit. That way you guys can see the instrument panels, and as you can see I am only doing 48 and Blue is starting to starve fuel right now. I have the pedal all the way down to the metal and Blue is not getting any fuel, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let up on the gas. There, she runs fine. Use the accelerator a little bit, and if I use it too much then she starts to bog again. So basically we just had to go wing, wing, wing. Just had to play with the pedal. Let's see, how far is Interstate 90 from here? Well, Albert Lea, it can't be more than 25 miles. And it's pretty flat on this side, so I'm gonna use the cruise control, set it at 48. And she seems to be doing fine. As long as the DOT won't notice me doing 48 miles an hour on the freeway. Albert Lea, 19 miles, there you go. I think the minimum speed here should be 45, right? I don't know. In a case like this, would you take a chance in putting that 911 in there, or might as well start all over, put a new fuel filter in it? What do you think? If you put the 911 in there and it doesn't work, then you just wasted what, $28, yeah, $19, $20. If you change the fuel filter, you know it's gonna work. But then again, the labor and the parts. So one cost is one cost versus the other, right? That she starts bogging now, and once she starts bogging, you can't do anything but to press on the brake, cancel the cruise, and start over again. I suppose at this point, the only thing that's going to help Blue is really, really warm weather. Or a new fuel filter. In my opinion, I'm leaning towards new, just put a new fuel filter in it. I mean, you're already at the truck stop, you're already at the shop. If you put the 911 in there, if it doesn't work, you could be stuck somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and now you're gonna have to call the tow truck, right? So the risk of just putting the 911 can actually bite you even harder than just to change the fuel filter. especially down here in the south of Minnesota, there's not a whole lot of truck stop to go to. Either you could end up doing what I'm doing and just try to limp it to the next truck stop or dealership over there in Wisconsin, which is, gosh, that's got to be at least 100 miles. Yeah, I think a new fuel filter is the way to go. I really think so. Can you hear Blue? I'm trying to play with the pedal. I did put, I did put a significant, well, not significant. I put some power service in there, but the only thing they had was the small little bottles. I think they were good for 40 gallons. So I got 4 of them. There he goes, his boggin. I am now driving officially illegal now because Blue is only doing 38. Oh, yeah, 38, so we are now located in Ellendale, Minnesota. It's hard to tell, but this is kind of an incline. That's why Blue is having a hard time climbing. Miles an hour. Come on, Blue. $45. I'll show you what my pedal looks like. And that's how you play with a pedal. I'm hoping you guys can listen to the sound of the engine and match it with my foot. Right now I'm doing 40 miles an hour. that's about it. Albert Lee is 13 miles. You think Blue can make it? One of the things that I should really have done was I should have got me one jug of that red 911. Should get me one of them big ones and keep it in my truck. That's what I should have done. Lesson learned. Okay, 36 miles an hour. And there's a big hill coming up. The reason I'm using a cruise control is I think the cruise control can control it a little bit better than my foot. But there's a point, there he goes. .31 miles an hour. Oh, I could just hear all the comments about this video. We're coming up to Geneva and Heartland, Minnesota. Well, I suppose you guys get the point, so there's really nothing else to say or show, so we'll catch you guys later. Johnny Be Good here. Have a good and godly day. Let's go, Blue. Peace.